Okay, listen, Chevra, as I sit here in my sukkah as we quickly approach the end of the holiday season, which has been over 50 days since its beginning, with shofar blowing and slichos, Rosh Hashanah, Aseret Yemei Tshuva, Tashlich, Yom Kippur, Lulav, Esrog, Sukkah, Simchas Beis Shoeva, as it culminates, crescendos usually into Simchas Torah. I think we can all agree that if ever there was a yontiv that seems to be the antithesis of a Corona experience, Simchas Torah would be it. Usually it's all about the electricity and the excitement of the entire community, hundreds of men, women, children coming together and celebrating, singing, dancing, pekalach, l'chaims, hugs with each other, hugs with the Torah. So I know that we're all going into this one a little bit, shall we say, not as Simchas, as the Simchas Torah that we normally are. But perhaps maybe a little reframing, even more so, is important going into the next few days. See, I was actually pleasantly surprised after Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur with the influx of emails and messages I got from members, whether they were davening inside the shul or inside the tent or even in their backyard, who were surprised by the fact that despite the fact that everything was different, they found the tefillos and the day more meaningful, inspirational, and they found themselves drawing so much more strength and clarity and insight from it, despite, but I'd say as a result of, not being in one's regular routine. Because very often we get used to a certain process and we forget to pull out what we're there for in the first place. So one can go through all of Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur and say, wow, that was amazing, but not be so present and have the opportunity to really go ahead and introspect deeply about why they're here, what their purpose is, and how blessed we are to be a part of the Jewish people with a mission to make a difference and to raise families who appreciate that as well. So perhaps maybe the same reframing is important as well with Simchas Torah. After all, it's called Simchas Torah, the simcha that we have with the Torah. So we hug and embrace not only each other, but more importantly, our commitment to living and to learning Torah. And while we won't have the same celebrations this year, although I do encourage everyone who can come and to bring your sanitizers and your masks and your own sidurim, and we will have hakafos, but it'll be limited to one Torah and one song as we go around socially distanced, can hold hands and embrace. But we can go ahead and still celebrate and reflect upon how valuable Torah is to us and how critical it is to ensuring the future as well. So with that kafas, while we might not be holding a Torah, I encourage you, whether you come with us to shul or stay at home, grab your favorite sefer that you're learning now, or one even more so that you would like to learn. Sing with it and dance with that. Dance with those in your home. Dance with us in the shul as you clutch onto not just each other, but the importance of Torah. Please go ahead and make sure that this Simchas Torah doesn't pass by like a regular day, but in fact you use it as an opportunity to go ahead and dig deeper into the importance and the simcha, the true joy of what it means to live and to grow in a Jewish Torah lifestyle, because ultimately it is enriching to us, enriching to our families, enriching to the community, and ultimately to the entire world as well. Below you'll see a few of the instructions of things we're going to be doing inside the shul, just to make sure that we're very clear on what the process and protocol is. But more importantly, on behalf of myself and my wife, our entire family, I wanted to wish you a good yontiv, what we call a get kfittel. We should all be written into a book of life, a book of health, a book of simcha, a book of growth. May we find times to come together as a community to be mechazik each other, to strengthen each other and strengthen our commitment to Torah. And may the true Simchas HaTorah live not only in the singing and dancing, but live in our souls and in our hearts for the year to come as well. I miss you all. I love you all. I wish you all a Chag Sameach and look forward to seeing you all very soon.